Praise and thank you for allowing us to be here again in the land of the living one more time. But we never know when our day is our last. So we give him thanks that he has allowed us to see another blessed Sabbath day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And we praise and bless his holy name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This is the day we have not seen in its entirety, neither will we see it again. We should be glad and rejoice in it. Hallelujah. 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 Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei, free, ha'gifan. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, esher, kridishnu, vanitzvei, vadritzah, banu, va shabbat, karasho, v'yahava, ritson, inkalanu, zikaran, la me'ese, bereshit, ki, hu, yom, tikala, la migre, kodesh, zasir, vesi'ah, Train, Kivanu, Wa, Otanu, Mikal, Ha'amin, Washat, Kadesha, Biahava, Urason, Inkala, Tanu, Baruch Atah Yahweh, Mikodesh, HaShabbat. We praise you, Yahweh Elohim, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine. Praise you, Yahweh Elohim, ruler of the universe, who made us holy through your mitzvah, and lovingly has given us the gift of the Shabbat as a it is the first among the holy days, reminding us of our going out of Egypt. You have chosen us with the gift of the Shabbat to treasure for all generations. And we praise you, Yahweh, who makes the Shabbat holy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let us turn now to Psalms 122, and there we will start with our readings for the day. At Psalm 122. Psalm 122. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yahweh. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together, where the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of Yahweh. For there are set the thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. Peace be within thy walls, prosperity within thy palaces. For my brother and companion's sake, I will now say peace be with thee. Because of the house of Yahweh Elohim, I will seek thy good. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Turn now to Psalm 92. Psalm 92. Psalm 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto Yahweh, and to sing praise unto thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, upon the psalter, upon the harp with the solemn sound. For thou, Yahweh, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, and neither does the fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they should be destroyed forever. But thou, O Yahweh, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. My horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a wild ox. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire of my enemies, and my ears shall hear the desires of all the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of Yahweh shall flourish in the courts of our Elohim. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourish, to show that Yah is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Psalms 23. Psalms 23. Psalms 23. For Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoint my head with oil, and my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now we will turn to Exodus, the 20th chapter. We find the words that Yahweh Elohim wrote himself with his own finger upon 2 tablets of stone on Mount Sinai, delivered them into the hand of his servant Moses, teach them to the children of Israel. And with these words he made an everlasting covenant, signifying that he would always be Israel's Elohim, and we would always be his people. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Elohim spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh the Elohim, who have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no Elohim before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or the likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. I, Yahweh the Elohim, am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh the Elohim in vain. For Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh the Elohim. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor the cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea and all that in them is, and he rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh that him giveth thee. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunder and the lightning, the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. They said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for Elohim is come to prove you, that his fear may be before your faces, that you sin not. Hallelujah.
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 Praise
Mighty
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yah is righteous all the time, both day and night. Hallelujah.
Again, we want to give thanks, give praise to the Holy One of Israel. We want to honor him and him alone today. We want to bless his holy name. And in doing so, before we proceed, gonna pray. So I looked up the looking, studying, and I knew it, but I had not really paid attention to it. And of course, you can, as I was asked before, you can pray to the Almighty wherever you be. He was in the lion den, he prayed. Hebrew boys was in the fire, they prayed. When I looked at it, it said the word for curse is used as a euphemism, and it's also Baruch or Baruch. But when I looked at Baruch, it means to bless as well. But when I looked at it, it said to kneel. It said to kneel. So I can understand when Solomon said he would bless the Almighty's name. Go to Chronicles. Second. You have it?
In the Second Chronicles chapter 6.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah. We'll start at verse 12 or 10.
We're going to start at verse 1.
1. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Second Chronicles chapter 6, verse 1. Then said Solomon, Yahweh has said that he would dwell in the thick darkness, but I have built an house of habitation for thee, and a place for thy dwelling forever. And the king turned his face and blessed the whole congregation of Israel. And all the congregation of Israel stood. And he said, Blessed be Yahweh Elohim of Israel, who hath with his hands fulfilled that which spake with his mouth to my father David, saying, Since the day that I brought forth my people out of the land of Egypt. I chose no city among all the tribes of Israel to build a house in, that my name might be there. Neither chose I any man to be a ruler over my people Israel. But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people Israel. Now, it was in the heart of David, my father, to build an house for the name of Yahweh Elohim of Israel. But Yahweh said to David, my father, for as much as it was in thy heart to build an house for my name, thou didst well, and that it was in thy heart.
I accepted that it was in your heart.
Hallelujah.
I accept that. And I love that, David. I love that it was in your heart that you wanted to build me a house. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, thou shalt not build the house, but thy son, which shall come forth out of thy loins.
And I accept it, but you can't build the house. In your time, the house cannot be built. The house will be built in the time of your son. Yes.
And he shall build the house for my name. Yahweh, therefore, Yahweh therefore hath performed his word that he has spoken. For I am risen up in the room of David, my father, and am set on the throne of Israel, as Yahweh promised, and have built the house for the name of Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. And in it have I put the ark wherein is the covenant of Yahweh that he made with the children of Israel. And he stood before the altar of Yahweh in the presence of all the congregation of Israel, and spread forth his hands. For Solomon had made a brazen scaffold of 5 cubits long, and 5 cubits broad, and 3 cubits high, and set it in the midst of the court. And upon it he stood, and kneeled down upon his knees before all the congregation of Israel.
And now he's going to kneel down. When he blessed the congregation and he made these declarations, he was standing up. But now he's getting ready to go into earnest prayer. So when he go into earnest prayer, now what is he about to do?
And he
kneel. That's right.
Yes, kneel.
As he blessing the Almighty, now he's going to kneel. Go ahead.
And he kneeled down upon his knees before all the congregation of Israel, and spread forth his hands towards heaven, and said, O Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, there is no Elohim like thee in heaven, nor in earth, which keepeth covenant, and showeth mercy unto thy servants, that walk before thee with all their hearts. Thou which have kept with thy servant David, my father, that which thou hast promised him, and spakest with thy mouth, and hast fulfilled it with thy hand, and it is this day. Now therefore, O Yahweh Elohim of Israel, keep with thy servant David, my father, that which thou hast promised him, saying, there shall not fail thee a man in my sight to sit upon the throne of Israel, yet so that thy children take heed to their way, to walk in my law, as thou hast walked before me. Now then, O Yahweh Elohim of Israel, let thy word be verified, which thou hast spoken unto thy servant David. But will Elohim in very deed dwell with men on the earth? Behold, heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house which I have built?
The heavens and the heavens
Yeah.
of heavens.
Right.
I mean, our people didn't need satellites. Our people didn't need telescopes. Our people didn't need, or wasn't out of touch because they didn't have technology. Here, Solomon prayed and he said, the heaven and the heavens of heaven cannot what?
Contain thee.
They do not contain thee.
How much less this house
How much more can this house?
which I have built? Have respect therefore to the prayer of thy servant.
In other words, he had a good perspective on even interstellar, galaxian, universal, however you want to define it.
Hallelujah.
He knew of these things. He knew of them. He was fully acquainted with them. Just as he knew of planets. He knew about planets. He mentioned planets. To the people, this is ancient knowledge that the Almighty has shared.
Hallelujah.
And that's why he made those words. But we see, and that's good, we see that as he started with the people, blessing the people amongst the people, he was standing. But when he went to the Most High, he kneeled. He kneeled upon the altar that he made just for that purpose.
Hallelujah.
Just for that purpose. And he did it because as all people know. And like I said, because if you sick on your sick bed, you can still pray and the Almighty will hear it.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
You in constraint, you can still pray and the Almighty will hear it.
Yes, sir.
You riding down the street in your car and you pray, the Almighty still hear it. But if everything is everything, then it ain't nothing wrong with bending your knees and praying to the Almighty.
Hallelujah.
That is the optimal position to be in, to pray to the Most High. As all men did when the Most High was in their presence. Never, even the angels, never saw a man have the Almighty in his presence and he stood before him. You always saw men when the Almighty was in their presence, they, or even the angels, they immediately failed.
Yes, sir.
Joshua said, who are you? Who you for? He didn't know who he was talking to when he made the statement. But then when the angel told him, he said, I'll be the captain of the host.
Hallelujah.
I just want to make a statement. I got here 10 minutes to 1, and my each tells me that you all were in Liberty Township.
Oh my gracious.
So I leave. I saw you when you passed. Why you didn't blow? We do that up north. You can blow it. And I go to the park and I start studying in the park, and he goes, "Oh, well, Isha, they're there." Oh.
You got my number?
No.
Oh, you need to get my number.
Oh. He's like, "No, they're not there. They're probably all out there in Liberty Township
You
at the."
need to have my number. All right?
Oh.
But
That's why I'm late.
no, you
Sorry
ain't
about
late. You
that.
on time, but you need to have my number. Because you was on time.
I was early, but I didn't see any cars.
Right.
So
You was on
and
time.
said, "Are you there yet?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But
You was on
he said,
time.
"Oh, I got
you just need my number.
it."
But Father Joshua said, who are you for? He said, you for them or you for us? And he had his javelin. Joshua had that that heart in warrior. You see, you for them or you for us. If you with them, all right, we're gonna handle it. But then the angel said, I be the captain of Yahweh's hosts. As soon as Joshua heard him say that, there goes javelin, there goes Joshua, and he's down with his face prostrated to the ground.
God.
So we want to keep that in mind. And right now, we're just gonna offer y'all a prayer
Hallelujah.
and we get started. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You're not gonna be like the Catholic Church, and you're gonna kneel, and then you're gonna stand, and then you're gonna kneel again, and you're gonna stand, and you're gonna kneel again. Just a one-time shot. Unless you want to later, but I had enough of that. Oh, blessed be Yahweh, my Elohim, and the Elohim of Yisrael, the Holy One of Yisrael. He that sits high, inhabits the high and lofty places, but looketh down upon earth in the kingdom of men. He looketh down to see if any man has rent his heart, gave up his soul, and nullified his spirit, that he may seek to become one with him, that he may hope in his mercy, that he may walk within his light, truth, righteousness, that he may be able to give of himself, that Yah may redeem him, save him, be with him and guide him and lead him and restore him, that Yah may be his eternal light through the path of darkness, that when he seeketh Yah and calleth upon him, Yah will hear him, Yah will come speedily and be with him and save him, that Yah will magnify himself unto him, as they that know Yah and seek Yah wish for. Yah said, if you seek me with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy might, you shall find me. You have not to wander in the paths of darkness to lead on to destitute, poverty, and shame, but only reach out unto Yah, that he may bring you to the light, great riches and abundance of truth and glory. Let Yahweh come unto us this day, the poor and the needy in the earth, the meek and the humble, them that want him in their life at all times, in every place, and everywhere. Them that want to lean on him and him only. Them that searching for him and crave for him and desire him more than anything that life can give them. Let them seek their Elohim and let him be found of them, that he can restore fatness to their bones, that he can give them life abundantly, full of joy, that they may shout with the shouts of glory, even trembling and shaking the earth, so that all the inhabitants know that there is an Elohim in Israel and all of the world. Father Yahweh, it is you that we are offering this petition to, that you will help this house, each and every soul and person here, and in the shout and the sound of my voice, that you will help thy people, Israel, them that know of you and them that know of you not, even them that err in spirit. You would come and make for all of us the crooked things straight. That you would desire to have us with you, and you would desire to be in our midst and find the light in us. Heal us and make us whole. Take away the sting of struggle. Take away the dominance of adversity. Take away the days of pain. Give us joy. Make us to be like children that run in the meadows, playing in all innocency and under the shadow and the protection of their Father, feeling the sting of nothing, but only knowing bliss and joy. Heal all our broken bones and our broken hearts. Mend that which we cannot even fix ourselves, Father Yah. For truly, we can fix nothing without you. We can heal nothing without you. We can correct nothing without you. So, Yah, we need thee now and forevermore. And we pray that you would hear us as we offer this prayer unto you on this blessed and holy and divine time that you have ordained. This, your holy Shabbat. We pray this, that this be in our spirits, in our hearts, all day and forevermore, as we walk in this world and in this life, till we take our last breath. For all praise, all honor, and all glory be unto thee, the Holy One, the Divine One, the Savior, and the Redeemer of Yisrael. Yahweh of hosts is his name. Hallelujah! 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 Praise the mighty Yahweh. Yah is righteous all the time.
Hallelujah. 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 Thank you, God.
Any comments this week? As we embark on the rest of our day. Yes, ma'am.
Barcelona. Blessed to see everyone.
Hallelujah.
Beautiful sunshine day. I'd like to give our praise, our glory, our honor to the Holy One of Israel's name alone, Yahweh, by saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'd just like to praise Yah, of course, being Yahweh, being there for us, and as we did, kneel down, cry out, whichever way we call upon him, standing up, sitting down, laying down, bent down, I just thank Yah, for hearing our cries, prayers, and supplications, and the patience and the mercy that he endures, shows us and gives us, and the patience that we need to have for him, because we need to, we need what we do with Yahweh, we trust and believe in Yah, knowing that he is the true Elohim. So we must have patience, to wait on what we believe in. And that's, the main thing. And I just like to praise Yah for all the things that he bestowed on me. He's just so amazing, and I love Yah. And I love all the benefits that he renders toward me. And I just like to say hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I'd like to say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Most High Yah. Throughout my week, I can honestly say, as I've always said, or as I've said in time past, it's a scary thing when Yah will answer your prayers, because it shows that he's listening to you. And it's a scary thing when he'll correct you, because it shows that he still loves you.
Hallelujah.
And it shows that he's still merciful unto you. But as we all know, his mercy don't stay on the same person all the time, but his mercy does endure forever. I just thank the Most High Yah for all the protection, all the security, the household, the transportation, all things that He has placed under me. And it's easy at times to think, for me, myself, it's easy at times for me to think to myself that I'm cut off, but then I begin to reflect back on some of the prayers that I asked the Most High in, say, remove me from certain situations. And then when I find myself by myself, I'm like, did I do something wrong? But then when I go to include myself back around other crowds, I begin to realize quickly that this is what I was removed from. And everybody else that's not walking the same kind of life, it's obvious that I was removed from bad things. It's just different because it's not too many of us that's trying to strive to worship the Most High, but those of us that do, praise the Most High more for your lives, because once again, it's not too many of us out here trying to do it. So, hallelujah.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I just want to say it's been I've had like a trying week, but as Michael was saying, it's funny when you ask for things like how y'all just give them to you and He answers your prayer. It's been like a lot of stuff that like a lot of projects and stuff that I've been wanting to do and everything, but with me and Hike has like financial things, we haven't been able to just right off the bat do them. We have to like pinch off of here and there and stuff, but we still make a way. But lately, Yah has just been like answering all our prayers and everything, just little things that I've been wanting and everything. He been putting right in front of my face and everything, and He been giving me the choice like to take and grab them and everything. So I have been doing that. So it's been like a lot of positive feedback from the things that I've been doing and the things that Yah has put in front of me that I have been taking advantage of. So I just want to praise Yah like for making me like that person also that I've also lately I've been noticing like I've been that shoulder to cry on. People been venting to me, just been calling me for advice and stuff. And I'm like, what? Like this ain't never it's been different. Like I just been getting phone calls after phone calls. And even though it's been like probably they've been from the same two people, but I still have been, I have been that person that they come to for this advice, and if, I have a niece that sort of, she can't really talk to her mom about things and stuff that she really want to talk to her about. So I've been like that person that she's been coming to and confiding in and telling me little things and stuff and asking me then like, can you explain them to my mom and maybe she can, if she hears from you, because you're a positive person. She like telling me like, if she hears from you, then maybe she'll understand because she ain't getting it from nobody else. And the way that you walk in and the way that you talk, my mom will get it. I'm telling you, like I've been hearing things like that, and it's just been like putting a smile on my face and making me pat myself on the back for the person that I've become. Because I'm telling you, in the past, that I would not be this person. I was like this devious person. I didn't care really about how nobody felt about things and stuff. So I just want to praise y'all for having this shadow like this over me. Like He just got this. I guess He just got His hands on my shoulders. Like every step that I take, He right there with me, holding my hand and patting me on my shoulder. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Anyone else?
Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's been an interesting week, and the brother here mentioned transportation, and we praise the Most High Allah for having transportation to get us here and there. But what I want to speak on is throughout the world, but especially in America this week, a lot of loss of life for children came about through transportation. And the other day I was down there, I go every year to the trucking show down in Louisville, and the federal authorities, they have information that they put out. And they do ask that we teach our children about automobile safety, truck safety, because, when growing up, you used to hear turn both ways. You look both ways before you cross the street. Well, I want you all to really think about it. When you're in a car, and I'm not saying you don't, if you do, fine. When that truck wants to move, if you can't clearly get in front of the truck, let the truck go. Because there are children who are in the cars with parents or loved ones or friends who don't care, who are losing their lives uselessly. And that's the Most High saying, if that's how you're going to treat your children, You won't have to. I'll take them back. So the Most High gives you what you need a lot. I see a few in here under 9, and I just see me, and I want you the parents or loved ones to go over it with them. But it's projects to talk about, when because you're teaching them really how to drive when they're in the car with you. That's how mine learned, because I didn't let them get licensed. They got them once they left my house. They talk about that here now and then. But my daughter remembers telling her children, I sat in that back seat till I was 17, and she did. I just don't put children in the front seat. So the other day, my grandson was trying to get in the front. Now, Tyler, he's 7. And so she said, I'm not going to deal with you. Call your grandma, stop time, which is grandmother. Stop time, you don't want to let me sit in the front seat. And I said, well, you're not supposed to sit in the front seat. But she let me sit in it the other day. Why are you jealous of that? It was just for 5 minutes. I said, but you let him sit up in the front. So now he wants to sit in the front. But just be mindful. It's so dangerous out there. And double back and coming back from the park, there was another accident because I should have been here 10 minutes sooner. So just be mindful. And I have some projects that you can give to your children. It's for under 9, but I think I got 6. So I see 6 little people, and we can just go over to some projects. So can't be too careful.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I need your prayers. I have I'm a school over in Mozambique. It was hit by a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
It did a lot of damage.
I did.
Killed a lot of kids too. And had about 300 some kids. And probably gonna have more than that because a lot of kids, parents got killed. So it's already high because of AIDS. I don't know if you guys mind, but I'd like you guys to get prayer for my school over there. And, hopefully everything will be okay. It's pretty bad. Everything seems to be down, banking and communications. So if you can kind of put it in your heart.
Did you see
share
that
a
on
prayer?
the It was awesome.
Yes,
Wasn't it mudslides ago? I saw it on BBC, but it was a hurricane. It was okay, yeah. Okay. Most times doing a thing.
Yes, sir. We definitely will. We won't ask you to kneel, but we will. Just say a prayer.
God.
If you want to kneel, you can kneel. If you stand, you stand. Oh, Father Yah, in you who have all power, we call upon thee, for we know thy works. We know that thou art righteous in all that thou doest. We do not question you like them that do not understand you. We just pray that you would give us the strength, the courage, to carry on. For we know that you answer not to man, for there is no iniquity in you. And though sometimes we cannot understand the way in which you turn, and the way in which you go, we know that you are the Elohim of justice, equity, fairness. And we know that you are ever merciful and full of loving kindness. And we know that all souls belong unto you. And at whatever time and whatsoever time you desire the Spirit, it must come back from that which it came. Again, we can only ask for your mercy, that you would help us to endure in the times of trouble. You would help us to endure in the times of confusion. And after the driving rain, you would bring us the light of the sun. After the clouds of the storm, you would bring us the shining rays of healing and righteousness to brighten up our day, to show us the path, to loosen the bands of sorrow that may grip us. They will not go away, but at least allow us to deal. And Father, Yah, mainly, whatever thou puttest us through, never let it be that it turn our hearts away from thee. Let us remain faithful unto thee as you are unto us. We pray this looking for your mercy, your compassion, and your loving kindness. And we say, Yah be magnified all the time. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. God.
I don't like him to say that all the camps, and I told him I would ask, but I believe he's listening. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom from the house here.
Now it's good. The other camps, because I guess he knows voices, because he's known y'all for decades.
Yes.
I'm there, so you know my question. He wants to know why this house is not there. You know, I just want y'all all back together. No. So I asked it, now he can ask. He on the spot, but I know you got.
He's not the only one that.
Okay.
No. Let my brother make comments.
Okay. You got a comment, I don't know you.
Okay, go ahead. Give your testimony.
Shabbat shalom. Okay. Okay. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All praises and all glory to the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Elohim of our fathers, by saying hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Woo, praise Yahweh. It's been a wonderful week. It's been a long week. It's been truly a blessed week. I must say my week has truly been a blessing. I can't really complain about too much. Yahweh just showed so many things, and he just really let me be blessed this week. Because this week really is I'm gonna set this week apart. This week is set apart because some phenomenon happened to me this week. It really blew my mind away. On the 5th day, we were here in class cleaning up. Me, Fire, Quran, we was in here cleaning up. So earlier, me and Fire was in, we was just having a good time playing music, singing and everything. So we got done cleaning, class, we done cleaning and everything. I told Fire to sit at the door while I run and grab the garbage bag. So while he's sitting at the door, I hear him, he's like, Abba, come here, come here, come here. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. He's like, no, come here, hurry up, come here. So I delayed coming up here. But when I came up here, he was standing here in the foyer. And I'm like, what's going on? He said, I just saw Moray. I said, you just saw Moray? He said, yeah. I said, what Moray you saw? He said, I saw the brown Moray. I said, the brown Moray? I said, who's the brown Moray? He said, you know, the brown Moray with the slick hat. I say, the brown Moray with the slick hat. And I stepped back and And my mind, I'm like, what you talking about Moray Tobias? I'm like, So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let this go. I ain't gonna. I'm like, I called more Aaron. I told more Aaron about like, man, let me tell you what this guy just said to me. So later, fast forward some later on. So I pick up the Queen. I go yesterday. This is the 6th day now. I pick her up. I go home, get myself together. We leave to go pick him up from his mom's house. We in the car. She pulls a picture up on Facebook, and she was like, "Oh, look at a picture of Maurice Abaya and his daughter." He see the picture. He like, "That's who I saw." I say, "Man, hallelujah." I was like, "Praise God." 'Cause it really just blew me away. I mean, we was in here having us a little class and carrying on, and we were just having fun. But it really just blew me away that he got to see. He seen the spirit. He seen something. And then he seen it and he came to tell me about it. I can only take his word.
Yes.
And his word, and it got confirmed, because I was like, who you see? Who you talking about?
How old is he?
He's 4.
Dream of dream.
He's 4. So I was just glad. I'll just say praise God. It really took me back. And, this week, I found out this week too, that classes declared a new year 4 days ago. Class that they declared that it was a new year, and this conference is their New Year Spring Conference. And the question came up. I was gonna ask the question because I watched the last hour of their 6-day broadcast. I watched the last hour of that broadcast, and I was getting ready to ask the question. I was getting ready to go ask a lot of questions. I just couldn't get my words right. And I praise God for Ecclesiastes 5. Because sometimes you don't need to ask no questions. Sometimes you need to just sit down, be quiet, and listen to class, and you'll learn something, or you'll hear something and get the information that you need. Somebody else asked the exact same question that I was getting ready to ask. And they asked them, how are you declaring this a new year? How are you saying that you're in the 3rd year, new month? And he didn't answer the question. He really, in my way, he really just copped out. He just said, we praise the lights. We praise the lights. And he further went on to say, in the end result, there's a lot of people don't got a lot of things right, and they ain't got it right. So in the end, Yahweh gonna work it out. If we ain't right and we ain't got it right, we ain't gonna worry about not having it right now. Yahweh gonna work it out. And to me, that sealed it out. Moray, I'm with. All right, I'm done. I'm officially done, completely done. I did say that last night, but I wasn't true to it. Because I was still reaching and still searching and still trying to find a way to unify, to be together, to be one. But we can't unify. We can't be one if you ain't going to strive to even want to check your own correctness. When we get ready to celebrate the Passover, the 14th day and the 15th is a full moon. You're gonna know that if you don't know that the new moon came, then you count off your days to celebrate that. So you want to guess and you want to create and you want to make up your own days and do your own thing because you've seen where it was 12 months, 30 days. Okay, great. We see it's 12 months and 30 days too. But we trust in the words of Yah. And Yah gave us signs. He gave us signs for every single thing. You talk about Paleo-Hebrew language. The Paleo-Hebrew language is nothing but a language of signs. It's not even words. It's just signs. So everything about us is a sign.
Pictographs.
Yes, sir. So everything about Hebrew is a sign. Y'all gave signs for everything. A sign for the day, a sign for the night. A sign to let you know who his people Israel is. A sign of righteousness, a sign of wickedness. Signs and times for everything Yahweh gave us. He gave us the sun and the moon. And he told us the precious things that the moon will bring forth. And he told us that the sun knows it's going down and it's going forth. And the sun waxes stronger as the day goes longer. It don't get no weaker. The moonlight constantly changes. Every cycle, it goes through a renewing, a new phase. So if you don't want to grasp that, if you don't want to understand those things, hey, more power to you. You're right. Y'all is gonna sort it out. But we're not gonna gather just to gather. I don't want to just be with people. This is not gonna be no million man march. We ain't million man marching. And we ain't gonna be a whole bunch of people just gonna come together and then we leave. We go do our own thing. That ain't what y'all want. He want His glory across this whole entire earth, and He want His people to be under one accord. And it's just so confusing to me. It was, but it's not, because I'm clear now. But it was just so confusing that how His words are so clear and so perfect, but we so much argumentative with each other on what His words say. Hallelujah, praise Yah. And that's all we can say. Hallelujah.
And the thing, I almost stayed at the park and kept reading. You can't put a square in it. You try. It's just
We're gonna break now.
Yeah, praise God.
What's that, brothers and sisters?
A, olive,
What we call it A, right?
okay.
What's this, brothers and sisters?
Uh,
A. It's an A. What kind of A is this? Children, what kind of A is that? Okay. Right. Right.
You're in it now.
Yeah, you got
It's a capital A. Yeah, boy.
I was in okay, but that's what they call it. Capital.
Capital. But what else is that? What kind of writing style is that? Young ones. Okay, somebody, one of the young ones said it. Print it.
Hallelujah.
Print it.
Hallelujah.
This is print. Print it. Now, what kind of A is this? What writing style?
You got one right.
Daughter? Cursive.
Which I think they're taking out of the schools, right?
Cursive.
I can't take that out of school.
Which they took out of school.
Which they took out of school, yeah. They don't teach manuscript.
They don't teach
Oh, they
handwriting.
say because online, you can
yeah, they go.
sign it.
You can sign in online. Yeah.
But when you sign that mortgage contract, it's in.
And a lot of things you still gotta sign. Then they talking about why people getting forgery and all this old kind of stuff and dark web and what? Yeah, if everything online. But although one is capital, which is beautiful, and it's printed, and one is cursive, both of them are still a what?
Hey,
A.
hallelujah.
So while Brother Aaron's saying that, because this is what I want people, so we can stop all, they talking about divisiveness and stuff. So we clear some stuff up. Because not just, thank you, got it. Just here, what period, anybody listen to me, understand this. I'm not against paleo, because I have manuscripts. I studied paleo. I'm not against what they call cursive. This A would be akin to paleo, because this is what you would start out having your child write. It's simple, it's in its simplest form. Do me a line like this, do me a line like that, put a line like this. And this is what you're gonna start them out writing. That's akin to paleo. It was pictographs, it was pictures to denote certain things, like a tent. So they just drew a tent. This is the tent, this is the door. Dalet, this is the door, this is the tent. So they drew the staff. This is staff that people, because things that people use every day. You word associate. It's just like when you teaching today. If you teach, you word associate. Because that's how it stick with a young child. Oh yeah. Okay. It's P for pizza. When you got them flashcards, they say P and then they have a picture on it because that's how to stick. Once you get them beyond the simplest form, what's the next thing you do? You take them to what? And that would be cursive. All the language did was went from its simplest form in writing, paleo, to the next, thank you, sir, to the next level, which was what? Cursive. Did not change what it was. If it was olive, it still is olive. Whether I write it paleo in paleo Hebrew or whether I write it in what they call cursive, it's still olive. It's still bet. It's still dollar. It's still gamet. It's still what it is. Just like if I write it in paleo or if I write it in cursive, it's not going to change the word. It's not going to change the word. It's still, the meaning is still there. So stop using these semantics to try to say, well, this is why you can't see what I'm trying to show you. Like my brothers tried to do. And you see when you got to go back to the paleo, this is Kadash. And you read it and you say Kadesh. I said, okay, good. But tell me what Kadash mean then. That's all I want you to do. Tell me what Kadash means. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. Shamash. Tell me what Shamash means. And see, you probably can't tell you. Shamash. Shamash. Especially if, like I said last week, if all you doing is preaching. Because what is teaching? Teaching is teaching what you what?
What you know, what you learn.
Preaching is teaching, is saying what you heard. You can just preach. But if you don't know. So if I say, tell me what Shamash is. Okay. Tell me what Shemesh is. What's Shemesh? It means son. So Shamash should mean son. Baruch mean what? Blessed. So Barak should mean what? Stop that. Stop that.
That's what they doing. We just got too fish to fry.
That's what they, but sister, that's what they doing. That's what they doing. Am I lying on anybody? Y'all was there, some of y'all was there. That's what they doing. All over Israel.
Make it in the kingdom first.
All over Israel. That's what they doing. Because they're saying because they're changing it and you're not speaking that ancient. Stop.
You can speak it and still be with
And still, there you go.
I know something.
And there you go. There you go.
I know something.
And it don't
I'm
change.
not perfect, but I'm not with you.
But
I
not
know
with
people
you.
who are.
I'm saying a lot. Don't say it to the day I die, but I'm not with. I'll come back because I'm not with it.
Hallelujah.
I tell you, I sin. But there's a difference between me saying I am wicked and me sinning. Because I know all men sin, just like Scripture said. Not a man alive that sinneth not. So don't tell me that I'm wicked and you can point the finger at me, because I know you done did some stuff and probably still doing some stuff that if we really caught on the carpet, you a bigger sinner than I am.
But what is man's motive? That's what the Most High.
There it is. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's what we were talking about earlier. Because people can do a lot of things that look right, and they dead wrong. Because the king, y'all might say the king, one of our kings, he said, he served y'all, kept the commandment, but not with a perfect heart. I used to love my elder, used to always bring that scripture to it. It was looking right. It was looking right. It was looking dynamite. But boy, in the backdrop, it was something very, 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 very wrong with it. Very wrong with it. So let's not play these semantics
Sir.
that people are playing with. That's why I always went to my brother and I never had a problem. You want to say shalom? Shalom to you. Shalom. Shalom. Oh, I can't say that though. Well, tell me what shalom means. It means peace. Well, tell me what shalom means. Last I checked, it means peace. Stop. Okay, good. I won't say, I'll just hit you with what's up and keep it step.
The neighborhood.
What's up? You know, then you'll be talking about, oh, he ain't speak. We read each other. Then they'll always be going somewhere. Huh? So what I gotta do is just stop maybe just saying anything to you.
But that's not a problem. We can't receive blessings from the Almighty.
But we keep playing these games and we wonder why we in the state that we in. We wonder why we in the state we in and we keep reinventing different games. They're like little kids when they playing, they invent the rules of the game as they go along.
But they do.
Huh? They be like, huh? No, you didn't win. Cause see, you then you have to go to 21, you gotta go 24, and then you gotta do this. And that's why they in the room arguing. Stop that. Stop it.
And our children watch what we do.
Stop it.
That's the big part that people don't see. They watch it.
Now, from the outset, a lot of people think, and I was trying to stay away from this.
I used to laugh at that.
I know. Been trying to stay away from it. And I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not a rebel.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm not a dissenter.
That's right.
Brothers came out of town, tried to lay the split of the house of Israel on me.
Yes, sir. That's right. They did.
Came all the way from out. I said, man,
They did.
that's mighty. If I want to take it that way, that's mighty flattering of you. You came hundreds of miles to talk to the poor little brother Aaron, who went and crawled up in a hole somewhere, and tell him how he broke up the house of Israel, how he took one great house and made it into 4 or 5 different establishments.
Right.
I for a minute, I was kind of flattered. I had to sit, and my sister said, I had to do a little for a minute. Say, wow, you a bad man, Jim. For a couple of seconds. Yeah, for a couple of seconds. Because I didn't know I had that kind of power. But then I had to quickly divest myself and say, brother, I did nothing. But what the Almighty showed me, I needed to do for myself. And for what people have put me in a position to do. I neither recruited, nor backstabbed, nor went after nobody. People came and found me. They said, man, we didn't even know where you was at.
Hallelujah.
We didn't know what happened to you.
Yes, sir.
They told you stop teaching. So consensus asked.
That's right.
I got to set the record straight. So that all this can be stopped. Because I know many things will be said if you don't get it from the horse's mouth. Many things will be said while I'm not out there today. But it's on record now, so it can be said from me.
Hallelujah.
And I've never been a dissenter. Even if one believed different, I've never been a dissenter. Because when this first started,
Hallelujah.
I went when my brothers invited me. I picked up a copy of the information. Got it right here. Been studying it all this time, all these years. It ain't like so what I'm saying is, it's not out of, the only reason why I bring this to pass like this is because don't let nobody tell you that Brother Aaron is just hating on his brothers.
All right.
Or he just don't want to be with them.
All right.
Or he just don't get along with them.
Yes, sir.
Or it's his opinion versus their opinion. No, my opinion as to why I don't find it valid is based on what I have that you gave me.
All right now. Hallelujah.
That I study,
Hallelujah.
that's your own penmanship. Just like my opinion based on the New Testament is what I studied and found wrong with it. The Quran, what I studied and found wrong with it.
All right.
The Book of the Mormon, what I studied it and found wrong with
Yes,
it.
sir.
It's not because you just white
All right. Hallelujah.
or because you just this, you just that. It's because I looked at it, I've looked into it, and I see things with it. That if I have to choose this or choose this, I'm gonna choose this
All the time.
all the time.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
If I gotta choose myself, I'm
Hallelujah.
gonna choose this. This has to prevail
Hallelujah.
all the time. If
Hallelujah.
y'all might come and tell me you ain't been so hot, I got to take you tonight
All
because you
right.
didn't stick to every word of this. I got to pray to him and say, hey, like Father Hezekiah, at least 15 more, let me kind of make up. But if he say, no, you just can't extend it, let's go then.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go. This got to prevail
Hallelujah.
because no man is above his Elohim.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat shalom.
No man. If that be the case, I think Father Moses would still be here teaching us.
All right.
I think Father Abraham would still be here guiding us,
All right.
which they are.
Hallelujah. Right here. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's why when they say, well, you need the book of Enoch. I said, well, tell me about it. He went to heaven. He went to heaven. And he came back down. And he wrote the book of everything he saw in heaven. And then he went back. I said, wow, okay. I said, where can I find that in the word of Yah?
Right.
Because Yah said something totally different. He said he took him.
Yeah,
And he was not. That sound like he had a second coming?
No.
Okay. That sound like somebody saw him?
No.
Now they might have saw somebody that looked like Enoch. They say we all got a twin. So they might have saw somebody that looked like, hey, that's Enoch. I saw him. Nah, you saw somebody that looked like, but if you saw Enoch, then you in heaven. Because what people do is they read that, and because it leaves open space, they say, let's make a book and put stuff in there and say this is it. This is what he saw. And y'all might say this is what he said. Don't add, even if you're making a book, don't add or take away.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, it really is.
Why am I not there today? Like I said, Brother Aaron is not trying to start nothing. He never had tried to start nothing. But I'm with Almighty putting me through everything He put me through. I'm free to be biting my tongue with folks. I'm free of that. So I just got to speak my piece. Like I said, have a good time. But as I said, I don't know the new year. The new year ain't came yet. Not by the word of Yah. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm going to show us a fact. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm missing it. I don't know what class talking about. There's something going on.
We talking about a group of our brothers that are keeping a conference this weekend.
No, not just the conference. This is something I guess y'all been doing here since they sacred
Sacred
laws.
laws.
Well,
But you know, brother, I just want her to know that's why I didn't know until my
like I said,
this morning.
they keeping, like I said, they keeping a conference.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going. Okay.
They keeping a conference.
Liberty.
And other camps
Okay.
have gone. And I know what a lot of people saying, well, it came to y'all's, you had yours. And I hate to even be going, see, I hate to even be
Yeah.
like Alicia, I hate to even be dealing with all this on the Saturday.
He actually thought you on stage. That's what I think.
It came to yours.
Yeah.
Why not be there? Well, one when they called me now, I mean, they called me and asked me. I never promised nobody I was going nowhere. And I haven't did it since the time all the houses have been split. I said, now, if people from my congregation come, accept them. Because I hold none of them back. I don't tell them, you cannot. Absolutely. And if you do, you never come back through these doors again. Have I ever done that? Because some of y'all have went. Some camps have had Shabbats where everybody comes and we hear teaching, and some of y'all have went, and I never, when they come back, Gamael, Hakaya, you'll get a staff and stand at the door and bust them to the white meat when they try to come through here. I've never done that. You went.
That's right.
But Brother Aaron was spoken to and told not to. For whatever reason.
That's right.
And sometimes I don't have to justify the reason. The reason is there. The reason is there. And everybody knows it. Because everything that glitters is not gold.
Right.
And every friend that shake a hand is not a friend.
Hallelujah.
Huh?
Say that.
I'm getting into trouble. No wonder it's hot up here. Because the truth of the matter is, when we had the last one we had where everybody came, that was the doing of Moray Elkanah.
Do you want to know the truth, son?
And that's what he called it. Do you want to know the truth, son?
That's what it was.
That was his doing. I'm just going to lay it out there. Because what I did, like I always told people, because people say, man, y'all was having something. We didn't know we was invited. Yes, you did. Because nobody never told nobody you can't come. And you knew we was having something. And nobody sent no message out to tell them what they can't come. You knew you could come and you was going to be received. But I wasn't going to send out no grand thing to make you think you president somebody. Yeah, this is an official message from the king of Brother Abraham. He does request it. Your presence. Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Hey, because you ain't got to do that with me. I'm going to hear about something. If I want to come, I'm going to be there. You ain't got to strong arm me. You ain't got to prod me. Hey, should I leave this alone now? I think I should leave it alone.
Yeah. Don't finish walking on.
Most high is the truth.
God's word. Yahweh the truth gonna be revealed.
Now I know some people gonna say, well, brother, he just want to keep the place divided. And if you want to think I want to keep the people divided, then that's on you.
Right.
I'll let you think that. But like I said, that was an invitation to come and show your wares. Whenever I did that, bring your view. So we could show our wares, so we could finally try to get to some conclusion as to who has the word. Because if you got it, and it's truth, I know one thing. Truth trumps everything. Truth crushes lies to the ground.
Yes, sir.
You can't stand it. You can't stand it. You can run, but you cannot stand it. The only thing that you can do is drop your head and say, man, that is the truth. And I'm a teacher that's ready to do that. I don't have that kind of ego. Didn't have it with Alicia. Don't have it with nobody else. But please, have that same kind of character when it comes to me.
All right.
If I'm able to show you something. And last I checked, it said, this is the truth.
Hallelujah.
That's why I said, when we was in Fort Park, I said years ago, I said, we don't need to make no new booklets. No new pamphlets.
None of that.
I don't need to go home and do none of that. And I wasn't even talking about nobody. I just said, I don't need to make nothing. I said, all we need, we got right here.
Hallelujah.
Now, lo and behold, that upset some people that night.
Because they got a genius. Y'all know my voice. Because you got to, because there would be no reason to say that.
But let me go to scripture.
Hallelujah.
Let me go to scripture. Oh boy.
Are we still trying to reinvent the wheel?
Oh boy.
I'm getting too old.
Oh boy.
They let Yahweh be magnified.
Oh boy.
Let everybody else be put to shame.
Oh boy.
It says righteousness exalts a nation.
Go to 1 Kings 12 chapter.
1 Kings chapter 12.
And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I want this to be heard by all people because there's a lot of places, Brother Aaron. I'm not just invited. It's not like I'm some big wheel, but I'm not just invited here. I've been invited out of town. I've been invited to go to retreats, other camps. I say, well, what they doing? They doing a little bit of this. They doing a little bit of that. Who's that? They speaking this. They speaking. Let me think about that one. Let me think about that one. Huh? Because I've been in this way and you done brought some people and they speak of something and you don't vet them and they get up and speak and it's a lot of confusion get wrought in this.
Yes.
That's why we said last week, be careful about jumping on these things and what you listen to. Some people listening to this camp over here, this camp over here, this camp out of here, this camp out of there, and now the mind is just all messed up and they don't know. They talking about, I don't know who to believe. So I just try to be with everybody so I can be safe. Well, you ain't being safe.
Right.
You ain't being safe. And splitting in Israel didn't just start in 2018, 17, 19, and it didn't just start here. But you ain't being safe. Moses did not say who's on your side and who's in the middle. Last I read, that's not what he said. He did not say who's on your side and then what group is in the middle so you can be safe. So you can jump. And you see what side is winning, you can jump. He said, no, who's on your side? Come here.
All right.
Them who thought Moses had the truth, they went and flocked over to Moses. Them who thought the other side had the truth, they went to them. Then Moses said, now let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. And there was another split. Go to 1 Kings.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
12th chapter.
Yes, sir. 1 Kings chapter 12.
Oh boy. Did you get white? I understand why. Now go.
Verse 1. Hallelujah. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were to come to Shechem to make him king.
All Israel, and read this and feel what's happening. We ain't saying nothing. Just read and get the feel of what's happening here. Rehoboam went to Shechem, and all Israel had come to Shechem to make him king. So in other words, at this time, all Israel, they were coming and they were going to what?
Make Rehoboam king.
But they were going where?
The Shechem.
Which was what? One place. Go ahead.
That's the nation. And it came to pass, when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt.
Because when he was in Egypt because at the time of Rehoboam's father, King Solomon, he had to leave the land. So that's why Jeroboam was in Egypt. But way back in Egypt, he heard that all Israel, wanted to make Rehoboam in one place. They wanted to make him king. Come on.
That they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore, make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter, and we will serve thee.
There's certain of us here that, under your father, we didn't think he ruled so right.
All right.
Huh?
All right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they said this about Solomon. Yeah,
You
you can't please all the people all the time. You're always gonna have somebody find something wrong with you. I don't care how right you are, how righteous you are. You're always gonna have somebody that finds something wrong with you. That's what the saying says. You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. So that's why you gotta start being true to yourself and being true to what is right and walk in that. Because you just ain't gonna please everybody all the time.
Hallelujah.
Even when you there, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna offend people. And your offense is to that person. Now that person is gonna have a viewpoint of you because of what happened between you and them. But that's not how you should be looked at by all people. Because other people gonna look at you and say, nah, you're totally different with me.
That's right.
Even if you made an error, correct yourself, correct your ways,
Hallelujah.
and walk in that correction, walk in that light. Then that light will outshine and diminish, won't take it away, but it'll diminish a little bit of the sting of that error. Because other people say, well, he must be changed then. Because we know him to be far upstanding. Who, with me? Yeah. With you? Yeah. Yeah. 10 people versus 1. Now that one person said, well, dang, I know he was good too. He must have changed. He must have got his head back on him. But here they yeah, it was some that found problems with him. A lot of them, Israel thought he was good. That's why I said, I want y'all to put y'all thinking caps on now.
Hallelujah.
But there was some that found problems with him.
A lot of problems with it.
I know a scenario like that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll see you later. Go ahead, brother.
Hallelujah.
Go ahead, brother.
First Kings chapter 12, verse 5. And he said unto them, Depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men that stood before Solomon his father, while he yet lived, and said, How do you advise that I may answer this people? And they spake unto him, saying, If thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and will serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servants forever. But he forsook the counsel of the old men.
Now that was his fault. Remember, we always say that every hand has a part to play.
Yes, sir.
There's no hand when things either go right or go wrong. There's nobody that's completely on their own at fault or at credit. Things go good, There's credit to be spread around. Hey, they helped me. I want to thank everybody that helped me. They helped me. They helped me. They helped me. But if something goes wrong, their blame that can be spread around. People won't think that, but it is. So now here's his fault. Because he had counsel from his father's generation and friends,
Yes, sir.
which he should have heeded to. But
He forsook the counsel of the old men, which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him.
He went to his peers, his buddies, that don't know nothing, just like he don't know nothing. Don't have wisdom of age, don't know how his father really was. See, them old men, they could tell him how his father was, because they was around his father.
That's right.
They could tell him. Because even if they thought his father had done something unscrupulous, they said, man, well, look, you know, if you do change a little bit, because, yeah, we saw your pops, and sometimes he could drive him. He could crack that whip. You know, he could crack that whip. And so, you know, it's a little light on him. Plus, this another generation. You can't get after them like your father got after the old head. We could take that. They another generation. You got to be, you know, give it to them in another form. And that's why they said, you know, if you serve these people, then they'll be a little kind-hearted to them. They're a little weak. Huh? Like when I was learning the arts, my teacher said, man, he said, I can't teach you how I was taught. I don't have no students. He said, look at the few we got in here now. I said, yeah. And it was real few. Then when I started dispensing it, I said, man, he's right. I can't teach you how he taught me. Because they be breaking out the gold. They get out that night, they be like, I'm coming back. That's the sign. When they say, I'm coming back, that means I'm not going to be back. That's what that means.
Hallelujah.
So he was telling them, ease up on them.
Yes, sir.
But he said, nah, let me talk to my boys. Let me talk to my partners. What say y'all?
And he said unto them, what counsel give ye that we may answer this people who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter. And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people.
They started talking like young men talk.
They spoke unto thee, saying, thy father made our yoke heavy.
Yeah.
But make it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loin.
Man, tell him, this is boy, man, tell him, if you thought my daddy was something, wait till you get a load of me. Don't give him no kind of, this is boy, you know how your boys do, don't give him no kind of break. Huh? Talking when they don't know nothing.
Right.
Huh? A lot of young men when they married, still hanging with their partners that ain't married and they young. Oh man, I wouldn't take that. Oh man, look, when you go home, give her a piece of your mind, man. Let her know who's running things, man. Show her who the boss, man. I wouldn't do that. And the old man tried to tell him, look, man, go home. You know, handle it a certain way. You know, speak to her a certain kind of way. Let things blow up. You know, soon. I mean, no, man. You get up in her face, tell her, look, woman,
I'm the man.
and then next morning you got all kind of knots and blisters and aches and stuff on you, where she went in there and got a beam or something when you went to sleep and came in there and went to work on it.
Kind of like Al Green.
Or she called her brothers over there. 6'6", 275 pounds, solid. And he come over there, what's this? You and my sister, you know. Man, I ain't saying nothing. What boys? You looking out the window, what boys? Nah.
The boys ain't here now.
You better speak. Nah, you got problems you better call your mother and your father or your aunt, somebody that's got some sense that know more than you know.
Hallelujah.
Find somebody. As I said earlier, yeah, I can't talk to mom and dad. Find somebody.
All right.
But don't listen to your homies.
Talking
They don't know nothing themselves. Because I'm telling you, when it all goes wrong, the first thing I'm gonna be like, man, what you do? What you do?
Right.
I listen to you, that's what I did.
Listen to me.
Yeah, man, I didn't mean it. I didn't know it was that bad. But that's what he did. He forsook the counsel he should have listened to, and he listened to bad counsel. Go ahead.
And now, whereas my father did lay you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father had chastened you with whips, but I will chasten you with scorpions.
I'm gonna be hard on you. You thought he was something. I'm gonna rain terror on you.
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the third day,
They came to him.
as the king had appointed,
Mm-hmm.
saying, come to me again the third day.
Mm-hmm.
And the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the old men's counsel
There it is.
that they gave him,
Mm-hmm.
and spake to them after the counsel of the young men, saying,
Mm-hmm.
my father made your yoke heavy. I will add to your yoke. My father also chastened you with whips, but I will chasten you with scorpions. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from Yahweh.
Uh-oh. That's what you got to see as well, though.
See,
See, when we're looking at things, see, this chapter have a lot in it. When we're looking at things, even when things going wrong and it's our own thinking, because like I said, we are the clay. And he is the potter.
Hallelujah.
And I don't care even if in being righteous and being Israel and walking with him, y'all can still do whatsoever he will to do and move the pieces on the board how he want to move them. So even sometime when you ain't in a moment of clarity, and otherwise you would be thinking the right way. You thinking the wrong way, and you like, this ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. Now people can't grip this, but that's the hand of Yah.
Hallelujah.
Because you never know what the situation is developing into. It can be developing into something very glorious. It can be developing into anything the Almighty wanted to develop into. And yes, you even in your righteous state, Brother Eric, you say you're not wicked, but even you in your little right state, I use you how I want to use you. I'm glad you don't want to be wicked. Keep thinking like that. But I still use you like I want to use you.
That's right. Praise God.
Because you ain't calling and running nothing
All
when it
right.
come to me,
All right.
but your mouth.
All right now.
You ain't calling no shots here. Get it together.
Hallelujah.
And I'm going to show you you ain't calling no shots. It said the cause of why he even forsook, because in his right mind, he would have said, man, let me listen to the people that told me about what my daddy said. But the Almighty had a bigger cause. He had something he wanted to accomplish, so he didn't let him listen to good counsel. He let him listen to bad counsel. But there's a reason. Keep going.
Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from Yahweh, that he might perform his saying, which Yahweh spoke by Ahiah, the Shilonite,
Yes.
unto Jeroboam, the son of Nebat.
Mm-hmm.
So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse to your tent, O Israel. Now see to thy own house.
And if you want to know what Ahiah spoke to Jeroboam, just read in the 11th chapter, and you'll see what he spoke to Jeroboam. And the Almighty said he was going to bring it to pass. But go ahead.
Verse 17. But as for the children of Israel, which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them.
They stayed with him. Mm-hmm.
Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones.
He sent out his
And
man.
he died.
Yeah, he sent out his man to get the tribute.
Mm.
And he sent them through Israel. And when he went through Israel, Israel that broke away. This Israel that broke away. They were so upset. Remember, he had told them,
Right.
I'm gonna rule. You think my father was bad? They said, okay, that's your man. Bye. They showed him what business they meant. And they stoned his man when he sent them out to get tribute to let them know we have broken away from you. We just told you, what have we to do with the house of David? And you come sending this person down here? That's like when a person you tell when they had the games really going on. We used to hear, hey, I'm going to my trunk. I ain't need nobody tell me he playing around. We heard he going to his trunk. Basketball was over with. We got out the park, Jackson. You ain't gotta come tell me, you ain't gotta come back and prove that you went to the trunk.
Right.
All you gotta say is, I'm going to my trunk. And if they start stepping, I say, I don't know about y'all, but I'm headed to the car. Now y'all can catch me if you want to. I'll be everybody pumped or whatever else they want to be, but at least I'll be alive tomorrow to tell you, while you standing here trying to prove your manhood, he come back there with that pump, with that heat. See, y'all call it smoke, we call it heat.
Call it that heat.
Y'all ain't did nothing new, we call it heat. I ain't gotta wait on him. Huh?
Right.
So when they told him, when they left, they told him, we ain't got nothing to do. You have to take people at their face value sometimes. When they mean it, they mean, and you'll know it. And you better take them at face value. He didn't, and he sent his man on in there anyway. And the man got stoned.
Therefore, King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem.
And now he knew it was time to get out of Dodge. He said, oh, they serious. It's time to break camp. He got on that chariot and said, away to Jerusalem. They were gone. Go ahead.
So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day.
And you surprised that we still split in 2019? You surprised that we still splitting? Now, I'm not either.
There are folks that are.
I know that, and that's because they haven't read the history of our people. Splitting in Israel is as natural as Israel itself.
That's what we do.
Go back to Jacob's sons. Joseph, Dad, like Joseph, he always telling on us. Juice, man, kill that boy. That's a split. That don't sound like you enduring to me. It's a killing. Reuben said, no, don't kill him. Don't kill him. We deal with him right away. But they got rid of him though. That wasn't no happy. That wasn't no embracing. That was splitting. That was divisiveness. That's why I said this is natural in Israel as Israel itself. Because it started with them sons. Not Israel, but the sons of Jacob. Because Israel, he want unity. But his sons, the sons of Jacob, the sons of it, there was some humdingness. And that's the blood we got to see, we got the, like I said, good, bad, and ugly of the scripture, huh?
Yes, sir.
We got to accept it all. That's in us.
Yes, sir.
We got the good.
The bad.
We got traces of bad. And we downright got them sold up traces of ugly.
Downright ugly.
Downright ugly.
Right.
And they will, it's in our blood. We can be good. We can be bad. and we could just show enough be hungry.
It's just like that song, it'll be as good as the best of them or as bad as
It's
the worst of
Woo.
them.
But the Most High
So-
is only a remnant.
So
Guess
splitting,
what?
I'm never now that I'm years, and the more I go in years, I'm never shocked to hear that it's breaking up. Cause that's just natural.
Nobody.
I read so much, that's just natural. I see a lot of it in all throughout the pages. And the Almighty said it'll be that way till He Himself come.
Hallelujah.
And when He send you His Holy One, His Anointed One, His Messiah, that's what He'll rule over. But that's what He said. He said they're gonna be like that till I take one stick and take the other stick, put it together, and make the houses one house. When I have washed away all their filth and all their uncleanness and all their sins wherein they have sinned. I understand what I'm reading. Do I say, hey man, that is a shame? It is. But I understand what I'm reading.
Hallelujah.
Now the question is, do you want to be a part of all the things that causes a split, or will you try to find a way to mend and mend offenses? That's the questions you as a person have to ask yourself, and that comes to your integrity and your heart and what you want. Because if that's all you want, you can find ways to put away anything that's untruthful,
That's right.
unfounded,
That's right.
and not of Yah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. And it came to pass, when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all of Israel. There was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem,
Now, look at that. Because when it happened, majority ruled, right? Huh?
They say.
that's what they say.
I know what they say.
That's what
Well,
they
here
say.
it is, because majority went what?
Win battle. When
They went with Jeroboam.
yeah,
Minority
they were Rehoboam.
stayed with Rehoboam. Little bitty.
Little bit. Real big. Little bit. Real big.
Looking on the outside, looking in, you say, this must be
Little bit.
supposed to be, because
Little bit.
this can't be.
Cause it's real big.
Oh, mercy.
Have mercy. Hallelujah.
Don't let y'all see.
Hallelujah.
Come on. Brother Abraham is just in trouble, ain't he?
Hallelujah.
Come on, brother. Come on.
And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin.
And when he came to Jerusalem, when he got back to Jerusalem, he got all the tribe of Benjamin. And there's a reason why he got the tribe of Benjamin. Because the Benjamites, huh? Yeah. There's some ruffians.
Nothing but the Benjamin.
There's some ruffians. There's some bad boys. Bad Benjamins. Not you, Benjamin. There's a bad Benjamin.
I know.
I don't know. That's brother. He bit that thing perfect, bro.
I know some Benjamites. You all good.
But he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, chosen,
Oh, yeah.
which were warriors And he told them to what? Huh? Because in his mind, he said, man, they want all the smoke. Calling and doing this, they want the smoke. I love my son. Yeah. He said, let's go. He said, it's time for war. Let's go and bring again the kingdom to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. Huh? And I know some of these folks like that, with that kind of spirit. And they know I know them. I ain't talking about them. I ain't gonna look at them. Let's go challenge. You gotta go now. You gotta go. You gotta go with it. No, somebody gotta. No, bro. Chill. I ain't said nothing about it. I ain't even looking at nobody. I'm gonna look over here. Yeah, I ain't said nothing about nobody. But look at verse 22. Look at verse 22.
But the word of Elohim came unto Shemaiah, the man of Elohim, saying.
But there was a man of Elohim still within his midst. A man that knew the voice of Yah, that had the voice of Yah, the clear-cut voice of Yah. And he was still in his midst. And he came unto Rehoboam.
And spake unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, to the remnant of the people, saying, thus saith Yahweh.
This is what Yah said.
Ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren.
Don't go start no trouble.
The children of Israel.
Don't go start no trouble. Don't do that.
Hallelujah.
Don't go causing further divisiveness. Don't go causing further mayhem. Don't go causing further injury. There's enough done.
Hallelujah.
Don't put your hands there and cause more to be done. Where they just want to, now they just want to break. They just want to break. And they enemy because you went there and that's what you went there for. Pursuing a fight. I mean, you don't have to pursue a fight.
Hallelujah.
Even if they pick, you don't have to pursue a fight. I remember one time, like I said, we were training, brother said, show me how to get out of this. And he know it, and the brother with me, they know it. And he said, and 3 brothers, he said, surround me. He said, show me how to get out of this. I said, all right. And I ran.
That's right.
I ran.
Hallelujah.
Now he stood there, he looked like, I thought you was gone. I said, why? You asked me to show you how to get out of it. Did I not show you how to get out of it? Run. Nobody telling you to try to be Superman, test your man, and put yourself in harm's way. That's your way out. See, sometimes we have it, and we got this right there, and you like, no, but show me. No, but show me. No, but show me. Well, what this tail in? I just showed him what this tail. That was the path.
Clear shot.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
It keeps you alive.
Just because they come to me with turmoil, strife, fighting, that don't mean I have to meet it. I only meet it if it's absolutely necessary and I just don't have another way out.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But where there don't have to be no fight, don't pick no fight.
Hallelujah.
Don't come in, wife, and just pick no fight just to be picking a fight because he don't have a lot to say. That's who you marry. He's not a talker. Or find something that he does talk about. What you think about the skins? Yeah, see, and he gonna call y'all
Talking
down. What you want to eat? He gonna talk to you.
There you go.
He gonna talk to you. What you want to eat? Oh man, ooh, you know I had a hankering for some of that chicken you eat, girl. Oh man, yeah. And that's how you get in. Then you put that chicken in front of him. Then you ask him, well, baby, did you know about such and such and why you didn't do it? Yeah, can I get to it later? Yeah, you can get to it later on, brother. Can I finish my chicken? Yeah, you can finish your chicken. You be like a child. And you ain't had to, but you go, look, why you ain't? He like, and now y'all just going to bed. And vice versa. Don't come in picking a fight with her because you ain't going to win it. Now you got something started. You look, woman, and now you trying to leave it alone, and she following you the rest of the night. You in there trying to go sleep. It's 2 o'clock at night, and you trying to go sleep because you got to get up at 4, and she still. What did you mean by that? You're like, oh man, that's all we doing. Leave that alone. Just don't pick nothing. Mercy. Mercy. So the Almighty told him, he said, no. This is Yah. He said, what? You should not
go up,
nor what?
nor fight against your brethren.
They're still your brothers as well.
The children of Israel. Return every man to his house.
Go on back to your own place.
For this thing is from me.
Because you didn't understand it. This is my doing. So all the fighting in the world ain't going to unite. All the fussing and few ain't going to, if I don't want it brought back, it can't be fixed.
Hallelujah.
That's what I said earlier. If it's not his will, you just spinning your wheels.
That's right. Hallelujah.
That's why I told you, I had nothing to do with this. Some of the split that took place, I was long gone from the house of Israel when some of this took place. Who's responsible for that? But they still won't blame me.
Let them tell it you.
They called me and told me, you need to come back to the house of Israel, and you need to come in and you need to take it from them. I said, my first question was, where you gonna be at? If I come back in there and I do that, where you gonna be at?
Right.
Because I know where they're gonna be. Way back. Way back. Not the way out, way back.
Way back.
I said, no, that's not what y'all might know what he wants. And he's fine in control, he's doing just what he want to do. And he got his own reason why he want to do it as thus. He desired for it to come back, he gonna bring it back.
Hallelujah.
We lose track of things. The Creator said, this thing is of me. Now, does Yah still do what he did in days of old?
Yes, sir.
Is he still doing it today?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Hallelujah. Yes, he is.
We might not understand, but he's still working, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
And they hearkened therefore unto Yah, and returned and departed according to the word of Yahweh. But watch what happened in 25. Go ahead.
Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein.
He built up Shechem in Mount Ephraim.
And went out from thence and built Penuel.
He built up Penuel.
And Jeroboam said in his heart.
And Jeroboam said in his heart.
Now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
You know what? They back. But peradventure a little time go on. Shall the kingdom get their mind about them and go back to the house of David, I'll lose them. In other words, he said, I'll lose them. So what happened?
If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yahweh at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their master, even unto Rehoboam, king of Yehuda, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam, king of Yehuda. Whereupon the king took counsel, and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy deities, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
He gave him another way.
And he set the one in Bethel, and put the other in Dan.
Let me tell you something about Islam. Elijah Muhammad was contemporary with some of the great rabbis in Israel. And that's all that happened with Elijah Muhammad, Farad Muhammad. They studied scripture just like the Muhammad of Abdullah. He was contemporaries with Israelites. And when there was division and split, he had to come up with things new to keep his followers with him, because at one time he and his followers was doing the things the first Muhammad, they were doing. This is history. They were doing as Israel did, praying 3 times towards Jerusalem, studying Torah. They were living as Israel. When the Israelites told him he could not be a prophet among them, then he got upset and he split and he took his followers. And he told his followers, no more 3 times a day. We're going to pray 5. No more do we face Jerusalem and it be the holy city. We going back, we going to take Mecca and we proclaim Mecca as the first holy city. Then Medina, which is Yithra, ancient Yithra. Then Jerusalem will be third. Then he said, no more Sabbath, because they were keeping Sabbath. But he said, no more Sabbath. We will instill Yuma prayer on the 6th day. And this is how he kept. And then he said, and the people need something tangible, just like here. Well, every year, we knew the Israelites proclaimed that you should make a Hajj to Jerusalem. Well, you don't make a Hajj to Jerusalem. You come to Mecca and you walk your 7 circuits around the Kaaba stone. And you throw the stones at the Kaaba stone, saying you stoning the devil. This is where Islam and all his pilgrims will come and keep their Hajj. And he replaced everything in the sake of keeping the people from returning back to what even he himself knew. As my sister said, see, you have to reinvent the wheel. That's what he did here.
Yes, sir.
He said, if they're able to go back to what's original, then they will go all the way back. In order for me to keep them, I got to give them something that's new. So what did he give them? He gave them what?
2 golden calves.
2 calves.
They set up one in Bethel, and the other he set in Dan. And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. And he made an house of a high place, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah, and he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made.
Calling times, that's not the times of the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Huh? And I'm not just speaking, I'm not speaking, like I said, I'm not speaking to no particular person. I'm speaking because men are doing this all over the place. Ordaining Day of Atonements,
Yes.
that's not of Yah, but I call it the Holy Day of Atonement. I call it this. I call it that. Men are doing this. They're still doing this. And the Almighty said, the holy season, Christmas, New Year.
No.
They're no different than year born.
That's right. No different.
They're no different.
No different.
The children of Israel have a feast of trumpets, which is and the feast of tabernacle, which is in gathering, which is at harvest time. Let's get rid of that. Let's give them Thanksgiving. Let's give them Halloween. Let's give them Halloween. That's why these things associated, the pumpkin, the squash, these things that's harvested in that fall time, these things that's harvested. That's what these things were. They were originally harvested. They were harvest festivals blended in with all kind of pagan beliefs. And done so to take you away from what is original. And that is the time prescribed by the Creator. Let's give them Easter to take you away from Passover and unleavened bread. Because if they never came up with these things, and that's what they did, came up with them, because you ask them, can you show me Christmas in the New Testament? I've looked for it. Ain't there? Excuse my French, hell, they don't even know when the boy was born.
They don't.
Can you show me Halloween?
Nope.
Can you show me Easter? Yeah, we got bread. It's that. No.
That's right now.
No, you don't. You don't have it. You don't have it. Because it said on the first day, on Sunday, when they came to the tomb, he was gone.
That's right.
That's what your book say. So there can't be no Easter Sunday, because he was already up and gone when they got there Sunday. Now, there might be Easter Saturday night, or he might have got up and thought the club was where it was supposed to be Friday. He said, oh, club time, popping, and got up Friday night. But he did, he was long gone. So say your book come Sunday. So there can't be no such thing as Easter Sunday. This is what you had to make up, like the Almighty said in Daniel they would do, to take people away from the Almighty. Just as Jeroboam had to make up what he made up, to take the people not away from Rehoboam. See, that's the thing. He think he taking them away from another man. And he didn't realize he was taking them away from the Creator. Because Rehoboam was going to live and he was going to die. But what the people was doing, that's long surpassed Rehoboam. Didn't belong to Rehoboam. So you wasn't taking nobody away from nobody except the Most High. Brother Aaron gonna live, y'all gonna throw dirt on him. But what you're supposed to be doing is of the Most High Yah.
Hallelujah.
My son, that's what you're supposed to stick to. Not coming to Sabbath, not keeping Sabbath because I wake you up and I tell you to. You're supposed to stick to it because it's of the Most High Yah. And unless you say, I'm not dealing with Yah no more, then you keep this.
Hallelujah.
Whether I'm here with you in flesh or not, you stay to this. And don't let nobody take you away from this. This is not, because it's not of me. This is of Yah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's why I can't understand. I have to say it.
Yes,
I'm already in trouble, I guess. So I have to say it. That's what's perplexing to me. How many times I heard people sit back and say, "Oh, Moray, wonderful class. That was beautiful. What you talk, man? You got the full teaching of Yah. Man, he gave you knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, he gave you his truth. And now that the man is resting and sleeping with the fathers,
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying, I don't know if he taught me right."
What?
Right. Right.
That's it.
Oh, did I say that?
Right.
Good.
Say it one more time.
I feel like I need to go.
Say it one more time.
Let them say he taught you wrong.
Say it one more time.
Let them say it. He taught you wrong.
Well, maybe I am a dissenter, because I don't think I'm making many friends right now.
'Cause I'm gonna say it for you. I say it. He said, they said it, and that's what they said out their mouth.
Because as I said, anything that I taught and teach now, I spoke it and taught it when he was alive.
Hallelujah.
Whether it was right or whether it was wrong. Because if it was wrong, like I said, truth crushes lies to the ground. And when it was showed it was wrong, I bowed to it because it was wrong. But if it was right, I stayed with it. And if the Almighty showed me it was right, I
Hallelujah.
stayed with it. Because I don't have time, nor have the prerogative to come and teach nobody no lies in the name of Yah. Because I'm not in front of you anyway. He gonna soon take me away. You're not doing my bidding. Rolling up my sleeves and everything.
Hallelujah.
Be ready for the
Praise God.
Go ahead, brother. 32 again.
First Kings, chapter 12, verse 32. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah. And he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places which he had made. So he offered upon the altar which he made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart, and ordained a feast unto the children of Israel, and he offered upon the altar and burnt incense.
That's it.
Hallelujah.
So we have to be careful. We have to be careful
Yes, sir.
what ways we establish and saying they are the most high. And like I said, as I read this book, men established many ways, and they didn't say this is somebody else or this on somebody else. They always said this of Yah. This of Yah. They always put the Almighty name on it. But it didn't mean it was of him. And in knowing that, when it comes to the Almighty, like I said, brother Aaron, you might not get, he ain't no rocket scientist. He ain't the best apple in the bunch. He got a lot of bruises on me. But when it comes to my Elohim, I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to be careful. And he has, I hate to even be talking, he has let me understand things.
Hallelujah. Praise Yahweh.
Because I tell you, the house gonna come back together.
Yes, sir.
I tell y'all, because I told everybody that. I tell you today, the house gonna come back together.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But it'll be the way he wanted it to come together. And it'll be his time, and it'll be his choosing. And some might be shocked to find out. And see, some just like this. Because this is a snapshot. We're reading it, it's snapshot, but this is covering time. So time is going on. Life is going on. It's just like a train that goes down the tracks. Once it gets so far down the tracks, it's too late to try to catch it. You should have been on it when it left the station. That hurt?
Man, hallelujah. Shabbat shalom, man.
shalom.
Just a question about that, Moray. So it's supposed to be the house of Yehuda that's in captivity, and we still have the differences within Yehuda. Is there something that was a split within the Yehuda itself in the scriptures that we talk about? I know we talk about Yehuda and Israel splitting the division, but if Yehuda is just in captivity, how are we beating with each other or having differences amongst each other?
Well, like I said earlier, that's because the blood running through our veins. And it don't just stop. It's not isolated from tribe to tribe or nation to nation. It's people to people. It's families and families. Like people say, your enemy has studied you. He studied it. He studied me. He studied us. And he knows that if we don't have a good infusion of Yah in us, then we are divisive people. No matter if we are the same clan, we are divisive people. We won't embrace each other. Let's go to Judges.
Hallelujah.
We always talking about teaching the truth. I have to come to the grips with truth. Just the truth. We just a divisive people. Many of us, that's the spirit that's in us. '11th chapter.
Hallelujah. Judges chapter 11.
Verse 1.
Hallelujah. Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of a harlot. And Gilead begot Jephthah.
So Gilead begat Jephthah. Gilead was his father. And he begat Jephthah. But Gilead had Jephthah with who?
A harlot.
Had with a harlot. Right?
Right.
Go ahead. Verse 2.
And Gilead's wife bare him sons, and his wife's sons grew up, and they thrust out Jephthah, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit in our father's house, but thou art the son of a strange woman.
You see how divisive we are?
Yeah.
It's not his fault who his mother was.
Right.
He didn't pick his mama's, oh, he didn't pick and say, oh, I want her right there. I want to be her son. He has no say in that. But the other boys, they know that he is not of their mother. And so they say what? Man, get out of here. You ain't got no inheritance with us. Because your mama wasn't. And like I said, he can't help that.
He the oldest.
He can't help what his mama was. Brothers, they said, hey, that's your mama. They're still our brother, though.
Right.
They're still our brother.
Regardless.
They thrust him out.
Then Jephthah fled from his brethren and dwelt in the land of Tob. And there were gathered vain men to Jephthah, and went out with him. And it came to pass in the process of
Over
time
time.
that the children of Ammon made war against
Now
Israel.
they came the children of Ammon. They made war with Israel.
And it was so
And it was so.
that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob.
Well, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Who they had to go?
Had to go get Jephthah.
Where they went to?
They had to go to Tob.
And get who?
Jephthah.
It wasn't that the same Jephthah that they
kicked
told to get out of there
That's right.
years ago?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
What that same Jephthah that your mama this? Leave us.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Same one.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Now they want that same Jephthah to what?
Come on back home.
Come back and do what?
Come help.
Help them.
Yes, indeed.
You know, there ain't no shame in this room game.
No shame.
There's no shame now. There's nothing like it on the planet Earth.
Huh?
Nothing like it.
Hey, where the hell that, huh? That was it. Oh, no, I can't help y'all. I'm the son of a mullah. Huh?
Yes, sir. Got it played.
That's why I said be careful who you offend. Because you never know who you're going to need. Like I said, even in things when things go wrong. Things can go wrong, but be careful even in how you treat the offense. Because you never know if you need, even if it went wrong, and that person, you never know if you need that person.
Wow.
But you see how divisive we are?
Yes, sir.
And that's his family. That's the point I'm making. That's his family. That's his kindred.
Brothers.
Still his brothers. And they found cause not to embrace him. They found cause to chase him away.
Oh.
That's what we good at. Finding a way not to do things.
Rise for the elders.
And find a way always to break up. To break things up. And not keep things together. Like I said, the old cloth, it wasn't all peaches and cream, but you found the old cloth, you found the old school, they kept them. Or they tried to find a way to keep the marriage together. Didn't mean that the kingdom was always happy and everything was going good, but they found a way, how can we keep this together?
Hallelujah.
As opposed to tearing it apart. Yeah, I can tear it apart, I can go and find somebody, but how do we keep this together? Unless it just can't be done. But we always look at break camp. Right. Always looking for the way out. I had a car, rusting, get cold, you gotta pop the hood, spray starter fluid on the thing, then put it down, then go back and prime it, and then hit it. I gotta get rid of this thing. Out here freezing and but she would crank, and then once she cranked, she was good. I said, well, nah, I gotta get rid of it. Went and got rid of it, got something sparkling new, brand new. Lo and behold, thing was I didn't even know it. When I finally got rid of it, when they came and got it, thing had recalls all over the place. It was a piece of junk, but it was something new. And I wanted to break away with what I had. That although it had its little moments, it was still faithful. Not saying nothing new is bad, but it's a time if it's not absolutely necessary. Well, I pay off a car note to go get something new.
Right.
They send me something in the mail. I'm like, this is it. We seen you to have your vehicle for such and such. Bring it in, trade it in. I took that garbage. As long as it still run. Now, if she just go down and that's it, then I think about something. But if she still chuck, we gonna chuck from point A to point B, chief.
Hallelujah.
Down the train.
But we always looking to be divisive. It says in the blood. What you need to have is a good dose and a good infusion of Yah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
That's why he says, Shema, Israel, Yahweh, Eloheinu, Yahweh, Aha. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh is one. And if we all can understand he's one with one way, he's oneness, we wouldn't have division.
None.
We have division because we don't understand the oneness. Maybe that's what needs to be taught. We don't understand the oneness of Yah.
Hallelujah.
We won't give him credit for having solved all of our issues and not left us alone. People say, he done left us alone. He haven't left us alone. He left us with this. Don't you know this could have been destroyed?
Yes, sir.
Been destroyed. Many centuries, this could have been destroyed, could have been taken. You could not have this. But we have this, and it's the same thing that Moses penned down. Because people say, how do you know it's the same? It's the same thing.
Hallelujah.
It's the same thing that he penned down. Put it in the hands of Levi. Told Levi to put it and place it in the ark and carry this with you.
Hallelujah.
It's the same thing that he told kings to come to the throne. And when you sit down, you open this up and you write down your own copy of it. It's the same thing that the Almighty said, my spirit gathered them, I purposed them, and it's to be with you, door, generation to generation.
Hallelujah.
And that's why I made, even though he tainted it a little bit, that's why I made King James commission it, that it go into mass print, that you would always have this from generation to generation. Because when he would give it in mass print and put it in the hands of my servants, I would put my spirit on them, and they would know how to decipher between what he has messed up.
Hallelujah.
But this is my word from Genesis to Malachi. And if it's something that you can't understand, then I don't want you to understand it. If you can't figure out Daniel all the way, I don't want you to figure him out all the way. Daniel didn't know everything.
All right.
When I told him to rest, he didn't know everything. But why should I give an ordinary person the understanding I didn't give my faithful servant Daniel?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But I will get that to the person that coming in time. He'll understand Daniel perfectly. That's why you know he'll be my messenger. Because when he turns to Daniel and break it down, you'll say, man. Other teachers will say,
I didn't know that.
get my pad out. I'm breaking it down. You go to school.
Right.
Hallelujah.
He'll be a refiner of
Hallelujah.
the sons of Levi. Because he'll be of me. Not that he came and he said, he'll be of me. It'll be that time. It's that time I dictated. Brother Aaron gonna speak. Stop all this madness.
All right.
All these over ambitions that you got. Play your role. Be who you are. Let the Almighty rule in the kingdom of men.
Hallelujah.
And a lot of what we troubled with, we wouldn't be troubled with it at all.
That's right.
A lot of the hollering about how we want to come back together, we would be back together.
Just like that.
But when there's interference, like when there's interference in a signal, the signal can't get all the way through.
All right. Go ahead, Moray.
And when there's interference in us, the signal, which is from y'all, can't get all the way through.
All right. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Y'all done getting me in trouble. It's 4:14. We're gonna break.
Take our break.
In the
Hallelujah.
comments as to what was said so far.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, this was that no way out. I was right over
The Boeing 737. This the Mac.
this was because I wanted to be heard from me. I wanted to be clear. So that nothing can be said that's not of me. And you can say what you want, but you got it from the horse's mouth. Whether you like it or not, that's another issue. So there's reasons why. Not my camp. Because like I said, if anybody wants to go, they were free to go. And what you don't know, that I will tell you, so if this can be known, is yes, I did not go and I did not speak. I did not go, and yes, I did not stay long. Because I don't have to hide nothing from nobody. But Brother Aaron went to see his brothers yesterday.
Hallelujah.
He went to see his brothers and sisters. Yes, he popped in yesterday, like he told them, if he had the chance to, he would do it. Even making himself late to go back to work, he went and saw his brothers and sisters.
Hallelujah.
And hugged them and embraced them and was sincere in his hug and his embrace. But as I told them, I'm not coming to speak or
Hallelujah.
participate. I was up front. And when they asked about today, I said, I sincerely doubt it.
Hallelujah.
Now, some of my congregants might go, but I sincerely doubt you see me. I didn't pull no legs. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get up there, knowing full well that ain't what I was gonna wake up with the intent to do. I don't have to do that to you. Don't have to lie to you. I'm done with that. I don't like that. When I say something and it can't even come to pass, that eats at my core because I say to myself, and I be an honest prayer, I say, yeah, Father, that's what I intended to do that. I look like a liar because I'm done with that.
Hallelujah.
I don't want to lie to nobody. Finished. Finito. So I darn sure don't want to lie to y'all. So I darn sure ain't got to lie to you. I'm a man now. He making a man. So I can look at you and tell you, I ain't coming.
Hallelujah.
But you said you doubted instead of no, I'm not coming.
Well, I doubted it because, yes, and that wasn't a lie because in my mind, I doubted I was coming. Now, I didn't know what the Almighty might put on me when I wake up. He might have put on me, get up, go on up there. So that's why I said, I doubt it.
That is true.
Because I don't know what I would have woke up with. The spirit I would have woke up with. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I just said, no, I ain't coming. Because see, a lot don't mean that. No, I ain't coming. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting up there. He's sitting up. I doubt it.
True.
But that ain't to say. So when if you saw me, you say, he said he doubted he was coming.
Yeah.
He did doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But the Almighty said, you better
You
get
gotta
up.
go. Yeah.
I spoke. You see what's right and what's right. Well, yeah, I'm bringing everybody. We all be there. Because I knew everybody wasn't be there anyway. Oh, we're gonna be right here. Knock y'all sit down.
Hallelujah. Better know.
I don't pretend.
Like I said, it ain't about nobody. You know how people throw stuff? How people stole stuff? And we throw it on Saturday. Can you be there? I doubt it. Oh, he'll be after dark. I still doubt it. Well, I thought you could do stuff like that. I can. But I'm tired. I've been standing all day. I've been teaching. I've been spinning highs, lows. I don't know what dark gonna bring. I doubt it. Or if I want to, I'll try to make it there. We'll see how this plays out. Now, if I bust into place, you'll be like, he here? Yeah, I made it. Hallelujah. But if he ain't here, I'll be like, see, he coming. He ain't show up. And go through all that. Because that's what's called. See, there's lying and then there's cunning. Like Abraham. He was cunning. People won't say he lied. He didn't lie. The 2 times you in the kingdom, he didn't lie. He said, you tell them you're my sister. He said, man, why you telling me to tell them? He said, they want me your sister. She is. She is my sister. We share the same, but we don't share the same. So she's my sister. I ain't lied to you. But she's also my wife. Yeah, because something was wrong. When she got in my house, all my women closed up. Couldn't have no babies. Stuff was breaking down. And catching hell. We knew something was wrong. He said, you done hurt me. You shouldn't have did that, though. You still should have told me. He said, well, I didn't know how y'all was. Y'all like a fool around here. Might have killed me for it. And I was explaining that to my son. I said, we moved to Avondale. Tell him, I've been around Avondale. You know, when we send you out, tell them I've been around Avondale. Now they come to him and be like, man, you ain't grow up in Avondale. And then nobody say I told you I grew up in Avondale. I said, I've been around Avondale because I go to school in Avondale, so I've been around Avondale. There ain't no lie. Cunning. Without lying. David didn't lie to get in the city. It just said he let his spittle fall down and he framed himself like a madman. He didn't lie. Yeah, he did. He looked like he crazy. Yes, he looked to you like he crazy. That's how you perceive him. But he didn't lie. Then when he got in, he straight up said, I'm taking this. It was always. I want you to see real quick. See, that's what the Almighty. When you understand things, go to Psalm.
Hallelujah.
I know y'all wanna get to this food and get y'all a little break, get your mind together. Cause that was a farm, I gotta get mine together. So that was, I'm up here head spinning.
Hallelujah.
I was gonna try to stay away, far away. Psalm 137.
Hallelujah.
See, you got to study these scriptures that y'all might you understand. There's lines, then there's cunning. Rahab, she lied to the, she ain't lying. When you read it, Carol, she ain't lying. She told them go hide herself. She didn't know where they went, where they went. She knew the general area, but she didn't know exactly where they were. She said, go hide yourself. She didn't know exactly. So when they came, not knowing exactly where they was at, not knowing, I say, go through here. I don't know where you at when you go through there. But I say, you go through here, stand right here. I know right where you at. So when I tell somebody they come, let's say, well, he ran through that. He ran through there. You did run through there. I ain't lied to him. He ran through there.
He ran through there.
Huh?
That's right.
Go fetch. You find him? He's yours. That's what our people did when they were pursuing slaves. Master, I don't know where he went. Did he come through here? Yeah, master. But I don't know which way he went. At that, he went over there yonder.
Right.
But yonder is big.
Long too.
He could have went over yonder and came double back around and came back. But I told you he went over yonder. Now the time you chase him going over yonder, he should double back and go back that way to get away from you. I ain't lying to you. Did I lie to him?
Nope.
Huh? Huh?
Not at all.
And that's why he says in 137, watch what he says.
Psalms 137. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hang our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion. How shall we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem.
And what's in Jerusalem?
Yahweh's name, Yahweh's house.
Not only his name and his house, but he himself. He said, this is where I dwell. So in other words, if I forget Jerusalem, then I'm forgetting about the Most High. And he said, if I forget about Jerusalem, and in a sense forgetting about the Most High, let what?
Let me cut my right hand. Let my right hand forget her cunning.
Let my right hand forget her cunning.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we don't have no way. That's why we don't know how to deal, even with our open end. We don't have cunning. We don't have the ability to ration out things and deal with him in the manner in which he should be dealt with, because we don't even know nothing about ourselves. We have no core. We have no originality. We have no origin about ourselves. So there's a lot of things we've missed out on. So we think we got to placate to everybody around us, and we have no cunning. And that's what they deal with when they deal with you. They deal with you in a cunning way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't pay this credit card off early.
Right.
Because it really won't, see, it's a game, it's cunning. It really won't help you to pay it off early. Just take it and pay it as you can go. But that ain't for your benefit. That's his cunning. That's for him. That's more money you giving him. Look, I don't care if it does penalize me. Pay that bad boy off, because that's $100 I don't have to put in your pocket no more months. And I could, if I'm wise, I could take that $100 and funnel it into my pockets and save it, and I got money.
Oh, yeah.
Where I don't have to borrow from you.
That's right.
But his cunning is, you don't want to do that, because it'll hurt you. But the more I pay off, the more is reserved for me.
Hallelujah.
And not having to give to you.
All right.
That's what I had when I'm calling tell me. I said, man, I want to pay it off. Now you don't want to do that. You want to let it run the whole 12 months. I said, you run it the whole 12 months. 2 months, I'm getting ready to pay this off. With all your principal, interest, accumulate, where things occur day by day. Man, you take that to somebody that ain't knowing nothing now. I'm learning. The Almighty is showing me. But we don't have no cunning because we don't have the Most High to direct our steps.
All right. Hallelujah.
Like he did Abraham when he went into Egypt. Because he didn't know the manner of the Egyptians and how their society was. So he had to use cunning. Isaac, he went into a foreign, he had to use cunning. David, to get in the city, had to be cunning. That's not lying. That's being cunning. And that's why he said, if I forget Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. My wife, like my brother said, and the Almighty Spirit must be upon us. My wife, your wife, your girl, she burn up chicken. It's Cajun. And that's not what you ordered. Meaning it's black. And dry. If you want her to aspire to keep fixing you some food, when she bring it to you, man, don't hit it. This burnt, dried up, extra crispy. Girl, you don't know how to make nothing. That doesn't do nothing but make her say, I don't want to try. Hey, you pick that bad boy up, you find something that you can flake off of there, and you nibble on it, eat some of the side of something, and be like, girl, I'm full.
That's right. That's right.
Get up, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Get up, go to the bathroom. Spend a little time in there. Your food getting cold. I know how I eat it when I get back out. And you don't, and then revert back to your childhood. Come out of the kitchen, I ate all that. That was good. That was.
Don't forget to take the garbage out when you do that, though.
Girl, that was out of sight.
They got YouTube.
Take your little nibble, couple of nibbles, discard it. Sister, don't look at me like I'm crazy now. Just take a little couple, discard it. You ain't like, you did eat it. You ate some of it, but you didn't eat all of it.
Hallelujah.
But don't destroy her confidence. Because 2 or 3 more times, she might come with that perfect piece of chicken that's golden brown, that got juice flowing out of it, that's making you slap her mama. Connie.
Hallelujah.
I'm done.
Hallelujah.
Let's think. Yeah, they got tutorials. They got YouTube and all kinds of stuff.
Hallelujah.
You know, like the brother, when I changed the brakes, the brother came to me and said, man, don't do that, man. You gonna kill it. I was done. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
You know, brother grabbed me and said, man, let me show you how to change these brakes.
She could be out there with the guy. You can't change the brakes. She
Yeah,
ain't
you know.
supposed to do it that way.
It's cunning. They could have said, you big dummy, you gonna kill yourself. You didn't do that. Brother Gamaliel.
Yes, sir.
Lead us, please.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
First, Father Yahweh, thank you for this day that you have prepared for us and set aside for us. A day that is like no other day that we will have in our lifetime. No one else to share in this lifetime. Father, we give you honor and glory for everything that you have given us from this day and beyond and prior to these days. Father, we give you honor and glory and praise for everything you do for the house of Israel as a nation, as a people, as individuals, as those who trying to find their way back to you, Father. Father, we give you honor and glory for everything again, for this meal we're about to receive, for the blessings, for the hands that made it, for the youth that's gonna enjoy it, the elders that's here worshiping you, give you all the glory. Father, again, we give you honor and glory for everything that you provide us with, because you are the only Elohim there is. In your name we give thanks. Saying hallelujah.
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 Praise the mighty Yahweh.
Yah is righteous all the time, both day and night. Hallelujah. Somebody on time? Time check, please.
It is 4:33.
1:33, back 5:30.
Yes.